Everyday myself, I never change. Yeah. Do whatever, get you paid. Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have an offense that keeps itself on the field. The Packers are top 10 in converting on third down, and they'll be up against the Ravens defense that wants to make quick stops.
We're at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Green Bay Packers. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They run once more with McKinnon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
First carry now for Kenneth Dixon. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, Watson. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Here's McKinnon. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go. 38. Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, here's Watson. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now Drake, and a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him, right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second down, 9 yards to go. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On second down, it's Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's into the clear. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. That was close to a big play. Just a little bit too far that he was led. He caught it but couldn't stay in bounds, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not very good at these sort of things, but I have to believe the farther you are downfield, the less your margin for error in throwing the ball, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so they gave it a good effort there. Really tried, just couldn't complete it.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He finds Coleman. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first down, Drake looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Throwing again. Taylor. Coleman has it here right side. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Packers pick it up. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And it's caught. Kobe Flainer. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Watson. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Another big... there. This one good for 18. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
10 yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And the Ravens taking the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now Taylor on first down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Ohio, come on, let's go.
On second down, here's Taylor. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Third and long, it's Taylor. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. That's taken it around the 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Looking for Shepard deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Now Taylor to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And got his man complete. 20. 10, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Adam Thielen, 78 yards, and the Packers have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. Oh, able to avoid him. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He goes underneath to Drake. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On first down, it's Taylor. Man open left side is Brown. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, it's Taylor. That is caught at the 7. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Let's go.
To throw again is Taylor. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tyrod Taylor in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He's got it to Hilton. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. Fresh set of downs here. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and 10 now, it's Taylor. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here we go. Let's round.
And he motions the wide receiver. On third down, Taylor. And he's got his man Hilton. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now it's Taylor, flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Taylor. And it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Spins by. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Watson so dangerous with his legs in college, and nothing's changed here as he picks up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw on second is Watson. Lets it fly for Thielen. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Adam Thielen with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
To throw is Taylor on first down. Looking deep for Hilton. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Dancing to his left, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long, Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Here's Taylor. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Play action. Now Taylor. He's going to fire one deep over the... And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
After the interception, here's Watson. Screenplay, McKinnon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Second down following the run. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Brandon Marshall coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
To throw is Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust, because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now Taylor. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the longtime Charger, Eric Weddle. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They run it with McKinnon, and he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
And
he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jarek McKinnon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Taylor to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And they will line up now for the two-point try.
Here we go. Flex back.
Now a toss coming right side. That's Drake fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here we go.
Watson on first down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now the return, Rashad Green. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Packers get set to go. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll start the drive with Dixon. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here's Watson now on second down. Looking for Shepard deep. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now it's Watson. It's caught. Shepard. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Watson's going to throw it here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now McKinnon. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's go.
Now Watson. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Packers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Watson now to throw. And running with power here. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
On 2nd down, it's Dixon. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
He'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Al Woods getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Packers...